shields ready for this push, so I think he'll be okay.
And this is the second time he's brought one Marine down to exchange for nothing, and now he decides finally that, oh, there's not a huge army down there. And so he moves forward and finally will hopefully allow his SCVs to return to their job. He's looking for that forward pylon or that imaginary force that is in his head. And he's not going to find
yeah. That's an interesting decision here to have all your... I thought he was about to do a bit-by-bit prime impersonation and pull all of his SCVs and do an all-in. Instead, it looks like he's going to go and send them back to work.
Without any medevacs, I doubt that would work with this number of sentries back at the expansion for RoboGunner.
No, I definitely agree with you there. And we see 1-1 has been started for RoboGunner, and I'm guessing charge will start as soon as he gets that 200 gas, which he just hit a second ago. There we go.
And Flying Penguin clearly had the intent to upgrade. He built these engineering bays and is still yet to do anything with them, which is unfortunate. I would really like to see him get the upgrade advantage in this game.
It is going to be tough, but since it looks like he only has 3 gases and actually only 2 and a third, we can say, because there's only 1 SCV in this one by the natural.
Oh, and the scan goes down, and we check really quickly that he did indeed see that there's an Immortal and Sentries and Zealots out. I don't believe he's aware that the third was just taken. However, this factory moving down is going to see it in just a moment, and there it is revealed. The Stalkers in the middle of the map, along with the Zealot, are clearing out submarines. However, Flying Penguin still retains control of that Zelnaga.
Yeah, that is...
Maybe not for long.
No, those... And Flying Penguin sees them coming and will actually get his Marines out of there quite quickly. RoboGunner's going to try to pick off this factory. I don't think it's going to actually do much, though.
No, only halfway killed it. If only he had those Stalkers up there. He did have the Observer in a nice position to see it coming over. That would have been perhaps helpful for him if he's planning to go into Colossi production, as a lot of Terran typically only have 1 starport early in the game like this.
True. He's just threw down his armory. I think he thinks he started 1-1.
Indeed.
I don't... I wondered... I would hate to be him right now. Yep, there he goes. He just realized he needed to start them. He's probably kicking himself, seeing that this 1-1 has started and not 2-2.
Yeah, and he actually has those on a hotkey, so that's clearly a hot button issue for him. He's working on improving his skill at upgrades, I would say, which is something that a lot of players can stand to do.
Yeah, definitely. We see that the 2-2 has been started for RoboGunner, and now he's starting his Templar archives. I'm guessing that parting is his favorite Protoss, as the Storms are just his style of play.
Storms, yes, Storms everywhere. They are quite devastating to watch. And the third for Flying Penguin is about halfway done, and RoboGunner has complete knowledge of it. Interestingly, I don't think either player has a good concept of their opposition's army composition.
No, I don't think so either. It's like he forgot that army was there or something as he ran that factory back in for a second time, and I'm afraid it actually might burn down here because he does not have an SCV repairing it.
Oh no, 25-20, no.
Let's see what Flying Thing was. And he heard it blow up, and he's looking, and he realizes.
Oh. He's like, no.
So I don't mind this sensor tower placement.
I actually really do like it, yeah. And so the observer runs back. I'm not even sure why, because the sensor tower cannot sense the observer.
Right, it can't see stealth or burrowed units. So the third base has gone up now for Flying Penguin. Robo has another observer. I'm not sure why it's where it is, but I think it can almost see that army. It does see a chunk of it, so he's got an idea of when it'll move out, I'm pretty sure.
Now we have Flying Penguin laying down his fourth at a little bit of a difficult position to defend. I actually wouldn't have minded him taking the gold, as it's a higher yield and a lot easier for Terran to defend a base that is towards their opponent. That and the fact that we see RoboGunner taking his gold on his side, which will allow, even if these expansions, even though they are, again, oddly similarly timed, RoboGunner having the higher yield expansion will have a better economy because of it. We do notice that the supply is 40 different in Flying Penguin's advantage. And in fact, some aggression very soon would be very effective as the 2-2 upgrade, or no, never mind, the 2-2 upgrade has completed. That's the 3-3 upgrade on the way.
Yeah, RoboGunner is ahead in upgrades, but behind in supply. He's pulled a number of zealots, but they're going to be out of position. And it looks like those sentries are going to trap everything.
Oh, I'm not even sure why he tried to micro out of that. Just leave them still, allow them to do as much DPS as they can. That was the only thing that they had to contribute. Target fire, maybe kill a sentry.
So we see that there's a triple drop trying to go on at the bottom of RoboGunner's base here.
Oh wow, they took a circuitous route indeed.
Yes.
And he's got 5 stalkers that are available. He can warp in. Let's see his reaction time. The stalkers move down. Now we get the warp in. If we see the stim, however, on these units, they're gonna still be able to Flying Penguin. Don't target that Nexus. We've seen that happen before, and RoboGunner just, he's okay with it.
Yep. Now, Flying Penguin is a pickup, and he should have moved that medevac a little bit further. He does get a good micro there, and a feedback on one of the medevacs, but these drops are actually going to definitely do quite a bit of damage.
Indeed, it really is, and now he's killing a ton of probes. And he's also got another force that's moving in here on the gold base and is going to be able to snipe that Nexus. And Flying Penguin is taking a decisive lead in this game. He's doubling RoboGunner's supply, and I'm wondering where his units are. He's got these stalkers up here. He doesn't have another warp in on the way. He's got stalkers up, or rather zealots up top that aren't engaging these marauders, didn't pull his probes, and now finally a group of zealots gets warped in and cleans that up. However, he has completely lost his fourth. And the fourth of Flying Penguin is almost, well, halfway done with its orbital command upgrade and already has mules attending it. Oh, I believe, Lefty, you have gone to Robotron.
I'll hang up, calling back.
There's an interesting feature of Skype. It does that in the middle. What the heck happened to the supply? Did you miss an engagement? No, we were showing it to you, actually. We had a question there about what happened to the supply. We see a drop coming into Flying Penguin, or from Flying Penguin from RoboGunner. Flying Penguin was actually ahead by 20 supply, and that drop he traded extremely efficiently, killing about 8 stalkers, which is 2 supply for each stalker, without losing almost a single marine. And then he came down and he killed a bunch of probes. And so the majority of RoboGunner's supply was caught up in workers.
So there was quite a large drop in the back of RoboGunner's base, and he picked up there and got out of there quite nicely without actually losing anything. And he might pick off these stalkers.
He's going to.
I did note, though, that while the drop was going on, I heard some Gatling gun fire, which, if you listen closely to the sound, the Gatling gun only comes from the Viking landed. And so there is actually a landed Viking. We'll wait for Flying Penguin to get out of here. He's going to be able to run away as those zealots are going to push those Archons back. But there is a landed Viking on that bridge, that step, I guess, between RoboGunner's backup base and the gold. So,
here it is. Okay.
It's just really funny sitting there. I'm like, what is a Viking shooting at?
He was just helping finish up that pylon up there.
Watch, he's going to get this probe.
Where?
Right there. That Viking's still standing there, and it just shot a probe that walked by. That was about supposed to take this fourth. I'm pretty sure Robo's going to be like, where did my probe go?
I am not seeing this Viking. What are we talking about right now?
Okay, so you see the stalker at the back of the base now, of RoboGunner?
No.
Yes, there's a stalker. Okay, there's a stalker at the back of RoboGunner's base, that where the line of sight blockers are, right? Do you not see that?
No, as we're watching this engagement in the middle of the map, and we see that with the SCVs now pulled and in this force, Flying Penguin is definitely in an advantageous position. And really would like to see him push forward. This 200 supply army against the, well, now warped in up to 100 for RoboGunner.
Yeah, but he can pretty much just A-move here. His EMPs are going to go down.
I know, not the best, but they are effective.
Hey, we'll take it.
Now the Colossi are going to come out and engage, and we're going to get a few storms down. Hopefully we see some splitting out of RoboGunner. No, no, it just moves barely out of the storms. And now a good warp to Archons. And really, Robogunner cannot have hoped for more effective trading, more or less going 1-to-1 against Flying Penguin when being outnumbered 2-to-1.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter though.
And Robogunner GG's. And before I leave this map, where are you talking about? What?
The back. I was talking about the back of Robogunner's main base. There's a stalker in the line of sight blocker.
Oh, in there. That's not the back, though. That's the front of his base.
Oh, it's the back of his base. The line of sight blocker is always the back.
No.
Yeah.
Get your orientation right. And we're opening up the banner overlay. That was Good as Gold, game number 2 on Wednesday, May 9th. This has been OrD and Lefty bringing you the second game of this best of 3 matchup between Robogunner and Flying Penguin. It's a PVT that has been forced into a game number 3, so get out there and find that other vibe. Thanks for watching.